Uh, Good evening, everyone. So we'll start from the next type of project relative velocity, that is type 4 of project relative velocity. Sorry, here this is called the ABC method. ABC method. What do you mean by ABC method? ABC method means anybody can do this. That's why it's called ABC method. Although you can have different name like rain umbrella method, or this type of question you can find rain man problem like this. So the process is that if AB, you have to find out who is missing. C is missing, so I can write AC plus CB. Try to understand the pattern. If AC we have to find out, so who is missing? B is missing, so I write AB plus BC. Everyone, you got it? What I want to say? Hello. Is it okay, everyone? So you just remember that part, huh? Then we can easily solve this question. I just show you question, then you understand. See, my first question is: a swimmer can swim in still water at a rate of 4 kilometers per hour. If he swim in a river flowing at a rate of 3 kilometers per hour and keep his direction with respect to the water perpendicular to the current, find the velocity with respect to the ground. I first draw this all thing, then I show you velocity of the river with respect to ground. It is given 3 kilometers per hour, and velocity of the swimmer with respect to river, velocity of the swimmer with respect to river is 4 kilometers per hour, and it is given keep perpendicular, means 90 degree. Now again I want to read the question. A swimmer can swim in still water at a rate of 4 kilometers per hour, which is given here. If he swims in a river flowing at a rate of 3 kilometers per hour, the river flowing at a rate of 3 kilometers per hour, and keep his direction with respect to the water perpendicular, very clearly visible, okay, to the current, find the velocity with which find the velocity with respect to the ground. Means you have to find out velocity of the swimmer with respect to ground. Is it clear, everyone, from the question? Okay, the question is that find his velocity with respect to the ground, means velocity of the swimmer with respect to ground. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So who is missing? Swimmer, river, ground. Swimmer, ground is there. So who is missing?
The river.
River. So I can write velocity of the swimmer with respect to river, velocity of the river with respect to ground. Is it clear, everyone? So that means my velocity, how I get this resultant velocity of the swimmer with respect to ground, the resultant of these two vector, mean addition of two vector, and they are 90 degree to each other. It is clearly given. So how can I get it? Magnitude we know from the vector a square plus vector b square, and as the angle between them is 90 degree, cos 90 is 0, so don't need to write this. So what we can write, this is swimmer with respect to river 4 square, river with respect to ground 3 square, that is 16 plus 9 root under 25, that is 5 kilometers per hour. And if you want to find out what is the angle of the swimmer with respect to ground, let this angle is phi, tan phi, perpendicular component perpendicular component, velocity of the swimmer with respect to river. Ground, velocity of the river with respect to ground, that is 4 by 3. So phi is equals to tan inverse 4 by 3, that is 53 degree. Is it okay, everyone?
So 1 minute, wait. No,
no, is it okay? You understand that part?
yes, sir.
Now I want to show you one more type of question. Then I can compare you. When you use this one, when you use this one, what the language, all these things you can understand. See, the next question is, a man is walking on a level road at a speed of 3 km per hour. So velocity of the man with respect to the ground is 3 km per hour. Okay. Raindrops falls vertically with respect to the ground 4 km per hour. Raindrops fall with respect to the ground vertically. हाँ मतलब 4 km per hour. Okay. Raindrops fall vertically with respect to the with a speed of 4 km per hour. Find the velocity of the raindrops with respect to the ground. Find the velocity of the raindrops. Find the velocity of the raindrops with respect to the man. So if we want to draw this, this is my velocity of the man with respect to the ground. This is my velocity of the rain with respect to ground, 4 km per hour, and this is 3 km per hour. Everyone, is it clear? And what we have to find out? We have to find out velocity of the rain with respect to man. We have to find out velocity of the rain with respect to man. Is it clear, everyone? Everyone, is it okay?
Yes.
And this angle is vertical, means 90 degrees. Now tell me, who is missing? Who is missing? Tell me, please. In this question, who is missing? Ground. So what we can write? We can write velocity of the rain with respect to ground plus velocity of the ground with respect to man. Yes or no? Is it okay? Everyone?
Yes.
Now you see this language. Velocity of the ground with respect to man. Is it possible? मतलब मैन ग्राउंड के ऊपर चलता है कि ग्राउंड मैन के ऊपर चलता है?
मैन ग्राउंड के ऊपर चलता है.
So man with respect to ground is possible, but ground with respect to man is not possible. So once you get this type of situation, you have to change it. Rain with respect to ground minus velocity of the man with respect to ground. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now see, I want to share my experience about that thing. Dekho, both question, try to understand this. Huh? This is one part. Both are H.C. Verma question. Okay, question from H.C. Verma. देखो, जब मैं तुम लोगों का उम्र का था, that means when I am in class 11, मैं इतना ज़्यादा confused हुआ कि sometime when I'm solving question, मैंने देखा book में लिखा है velocity of the swimmer with respect to ground, velocity of the swimmer with respect to river plus velocity of the river with respect to ground. फिर अगला क्वेश्चन किया velocity of the rain with respect to man, velocity of the rain with respect to ground minus velocity of man. हम आइला ये क्या हो गया? अभी जस्ट मैंने पहला क्वेश्चन किया प्लस और अभी मैंने किया दूसरा वाला में माइनस हो गया. ऐसा क्यों हुआ? Then I realized later on, अच्छा, this is the cause behind that. Actually, it is ABC. That means if A and B is there, so that is AC plus CB. Now suppose CB is not possible, so then we can write it minus BC. If CB is not possible, like ground with respect to man is not possible, man with respect to ground is possible. As the man with respect to ground is possible, ground with respect to man is not possible, so I make it reverse. Clear everyone? So reverse का मतलब क्या हो गया? Reverse का मतलब हो गया कि this one is not in this direction, this one is in this direction. मतलब minus velocity of the man with respect to ground. So that means my resultant is this one. My resultant is this one. This is my resultant. This is my resultant. So velocity of the rain with respect to man. Is it clear, everyone? Is it okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, anyone tell me, जब हम लोग छाता पकड़ते हैं, मतलब when we hold the umbrella, हम लोग vertical के against में पकड़ते हैं कि horizontal के against में पकड़ते हैं? We always try to make it with respect to horizontal, vertical, yes or no? So अगर ये मेरा vertical line है, तो if we want to choose this angle, suppose we want to choose this angle. What about the magnitude as they are again 90 degree to each other? So I can write velocity of the rain with respect to ground square plus minus velocity of the man with respect to ground square. That is 3 square plus 4 square. That is 5 kilometer per hour and phi tan inverse velocity of the man with respect to ground, velocity of the rain with respect to ground, that is tan inverse क्या हो गया 3/4. That means tan inverse 37 degree. And now see if this is my, so if this is angle, so my vertical angle is this one. So how I hold my umbrella? I hold my umbrella like this. Yes or no? And rain is coming like this, right? Everyone understand? Everyone understand this part? Hello, am I audible? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
So, अच्छा, अब एक बात देखो. So you can experience this thing कि if you are in a car, मानो एक कार में बैठा है, पापा तुम्हारा पापा गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहा है, you are in the car, तुम विंडो सीट पे बैठा है, बारिश हो रहा है, if you see the rain, ऐसे विंडो से मुंडी निकाला and see the rain in this way, you realize the rain is moving, falling like this. Or if you see the down portion, the rain is falling like this. तो देखो ये है rain down portion में, they are like this. If you see from here downward, and if you see from here upward, the rain is coming like this. Clear, everyone? Everyone understand what I want to say? Is it okay? थोड़ा जल्दी बोलो, बहुत क्वेश्चंस कराना है. Is it okay?
Yes.
तुम लोग एकदम रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं करता है. Next type 5. This is one more type, very important type. In this type, suppose A is a point, B is a point, C is a point. A, B, and C. Now A, B, connected by a straight line. B and C connected by a straight line. Means they are simply a rectangle.
A triangle.
Sorry, triangle. Sorry. Triangle. Now A is targeting B with velocity V. B is targeting C with velocity V. C is targeting A with velocity V. And the separation for all is A. So the question is that where they meet at when they meet. You understand the question? A is always targeting B, B is always targeting C, C is always targeting A. If the initial separation between AB, BC and CA are A, means it's an equilateral triangle. So find the time when they meet together. So try this question I give you. So to solve this type of question, first of all, you can choose any two consecutive particle. Let me choose A, B and C, A, B, B, C or C, A. Any two consecutive particle you choose, like I just show you. Suppose this is my straight line. Suppose this is my 1 point. In this point, suppose one particle is moving on the line. So I can write this is cos 0 degree. And second one, suppose moving in this direction with the same velocity. So this angle is theta. So you can say this is V cos theta. And now how you get this angle theta? Very simple thing. How you get this angle theta? Very simple. Theta is 2 pi by n, where n is the polygon, where n is the n polygon, means number of side. Here the n polygon is triangle, so n is 3. Yes or no? So if I write n is 3, if I write n is 3, 2 pi by 3, right everyone? That means how much angle? 120 degree. Am I right? Now, between this consecutive particle, relative velocity, let it be any one particle and let it be any second particle, means two consecutive particle, matlab lagatar particle. So relative velocity of one with respect to two, V cos 0 degree minus V cos theta, that is V minus V cos theta. Is it clear everyone?
No, sir.
Yes everyone?
No, sir.
কোথায় প্রবলেম আছে? দেখ একটা লাইন যখন তুই চুজ করছিস, যে কোনো একটা অন দ্য লাইন থাকছে আর একটা দেখ এদিকে বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছে, কোনো একটা অ্যাঙ্গেল থিটা নিলাম। সো যদি থিটা হয় অ্যালং দ্য বেস কি হবে? cos থিটা। তাহলে এই লাইনে one is v cos theta and one is v cos 0, another one is v cos theta. We know from the last class, if A and B are two particle, then the relative velocity of A with respect to B is VA minus VB. Problem কোথায় আছে? V cos 0 minus V cos theta. কি প্রবলেম আছে? Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
বুঝতে পারছিস তো? শিওর তো?
হ্যাঁ, sir.
So time taken, initial separation by relative velocity. So my here in this question, my initial separation is how much? A, and my relative velocity is V minus V cos theta. So that is my time. Everyone, is it okay? Is it okay? Now in this question, especially in this question, theta is how much? Tell me, anyone?
So
In this
120 degree.
So my T is A by V minus V cos 120 degree. কত হবে A by V minus V cos 120 degree minus half. That means A by V plus V by 2. That is A by 3V by 2. So T is 2A by 3V. Okay.
Yes.
So similarly, suppose I give you one more question. Suppose 6 particles are there. Acha, where they meet? They meet at the center. How? See, when the A is targeting B, B is here. So they target like this. B is targeting C, C is targeting A. So they all are meet together at the center. Okay. Like this. Okay, everyone. Similarly, suppose you have 6 particles, hexagon A, B, C, D, E, F. So A is approaching B, B is approaching C, C is approaching D, D is approaching E, E is approaching F, F is approaching A. So where they meet at the center, like this. Okay, so how you solve this question? See, now it's a so easy question. You just find out this angle theta, and how much is the theta? 2 pi by 6, that is pi by 3. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Anyone please respond. Hello. Yes or no?
Sir.
So which formula you use? A by V minus V cos 60 degree. So A by V minus V by 2. That is A by V by 2. 2A by V is my time. Got it? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
This is type 5. Now the next type is
Sir, তুমি 2a by b এর পাশে ওটা কি লিখেছো?
কোনটা এটা?
না স্যার, নিচে 2a by b এর পাশে u
এটা
এর মতন।
equals and right side যে ডান।
ওকে, ও ওকে স্যার।
হয়েছে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Next. Next is type 6. That is called crossing of river. Crossing of river. Crossing of river. In crossing of river, what happened? You have obviously a river, and here you have a width of the river. Let D is the width of the river. And in this width of the river, first of all, you can start from any point from where you start. This is your vertical axis, and this is your horizontal axis. This one. You start from here. So U is the velocity of the river. Yes, everyone? U is the velocity of the river. U is the velocity of the river. And suppose V is the velocity of boat, or they can say a velocity of a swimmer or a velocity of launch, whatever. But V is velocity of boat or swimmer, anything like this. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Theta is the angle. Theta is the angle. So what we can say, along the base is cos theta, V cos theta, and perpendicular with the base is sin theta, V sin theta. So along the base is cos theta, perpendicular with the base is sin theta. This is my horizontal component. This is my vertical component. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Is it okay? Yes or no? Please respond. Please respond. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. अरे थोड़ा जोर से बोलो, मुझे तो कुछ सुनाई भी नहीं दे रहा, इतना धीरे धीरे तुम लोग कहते हो. Yes. Okay. Now see, my first thing is time taken to cross the river. Time taken to cross the river. Let T is the time taken to cross the river. Anyone please tell me, to cross the river, we move in which direction? Y-axis or X-axis?
Sir, y-axis.
Y-axis. So what is the velocity along the Y-axis? What is the velocity along the Y-axis? Tell me. It is clearly visible.
Sir, 5 meter per second.
But 5 কোথা থেকে আসলো? শ্বশুর বাড়ি থেকে তোর?
V sin.
What is the velocity along the Y-axis? What is the velocity along the Y-axis?
V sin theta.
V sin theta. 5 কোথা থেকে আসলো? আমি কিছু বলিনি, 5 numerical. So velocity along the Y-axis is V sin theta. So how you get the time? Distance or separation of the width of the river by velocity along the Y-axis. That is V sin theta. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
One thing examiner can then ask you, minimum time taken. Minimum time taken to cross the river. So T minimum, see, it's very simple. You can't change the river width. You can't change the speed of the boat because for a particular boat it is fixed. So you only change the theta angle. When my theta is maximum, means sin theta is maximum, my T is minimum. So I can say when my theta is 90 degree, sin 90, the maximum value is 1. Then my T is minimum. So my T minimum is D by V. You understand that part? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now basically see what happened. You have velocity in this direction. You have flow of the river in this direction. Because of both of this, that is my resultant. So my resultant is moving like this. And this is called the downstream drift. मतलब नदी की बहाव के कारण क्या किया? ड्रिफ्ट किया. मतलब due to the flow of the river, the boat or the person or the swimmer is moving or drifting towards the river. Yes or no? You understand everyone what I want to say?
Yes.
Huh. So this D is called the capital D is called the downstream drift. This downstream drift is equals to velocity along which axis? Horizontal axis? Velocity along horizontal axis, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
So anyone tell me what is the velocity along the horizontal axis? U plus V cos theta, yes or no? देखो एक U है और ये V cos theta है ना?
Yes.
And how much is the time taken to cross the river? T, that much. So my downstream drift is U plus V cos theta into time, that is D by V sin theta. And you can find out one more thing, that is the downstream drift D in minimum time. So my minimum time is this much when my theta is 90 degree. If my theta is 90 degree, cos 90 is 0. So my D in minimum time is U, because V cos theta, cos 90 is 0. U into D by V. Is it okay, everyone?
Yes.
And the last part of this one, that is condition to reach exactly opposite shore. Condition to reach exactly opposite shore. Anyone tell me what is the condition so that the person or the boat or the swimmer reach exactly opposite shore? What condition you can imagine? Means what you can do for that? You can get you can do the you can reach the exactly opposite shore. Hello, বল কি করবি? তাড়াতাড়ি বল। হ্যালো হ্যালো,
Yes.
জলদি জলদি বলো। Anyone please? See, you want to reach from here to here, exactly opposite shore. That means it's very simple. Condition to reach the exactly opposite shore is possible when my D is 0. Yes or no? This drift become here. So if my this D is 0, I can write U plus, I can write U plus V cos theta into D by V sin theta equals to 0. Now this is my time. The time is never 0. So U plus V cos theta is 0, which is possible. V cos theta equals to minus U. That means cos theta minus U by V. That means theta is cos inverse minus U by V. And with this is possible only when V must be greater than U. See, if U is greater than V, the value of the cos theta is less than minus 1, which is not possible. Yes or no? So this condition arises only when V is greater than U, means you can able to reach the exactly opposite shore. If your U is greater than V, you never able to reach opposite shore. Clear? Is it okay?
Yes.
So
Now
small d
I
tar
just
meaning to tool.
huh?
Small d.
হ্যাঁ,
ওটার মানে ওটার কি
width of the
ডিফাইন
shore,
হচ্ছে?
width of the river, width of the river.
Okay.
Now I just want to show you one question, and then I just want to show you one question, and then if you want, you can take a screenshot, and then I give you one question. So my first question is, everyone, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my first question is, see, I'm just trying to read the question. Question is that a river 400 meter wide, a river 400 meter wide, okay, is flowing at a rate of 2 meter per second, is flowing at a rate of 2 meter per second. A boat is sailing at a speed of 10 meter per second with respect to the water in a direction perpendicular to the river. Boat that is 10 meter per second in a direction perpendicular to the river. Find the time taken by the boat to reach the opposite bank. See, इससे आसान क्वेश्चन हो सकता है. Width of the river 400 meter, velocity along this one, as it is already given 90 degree, तो मुझे कोई cos cos लेना नहीं पड़ेगा theta. So we can write directly 10. So this cancel. So my answer is 40 seconds. Now, if we see the resultant of these two, the boat is actually moving like this, and that is called the downstream drift. So the next part of the question is, find the time taken by the boat to reach the exactly opposite bank. Also find how far from the point directly opposite to the starting point does the boat reach the opposite bank. That means you have to find out the downstream drift. For downstream drift, here in this question, what is my velocity along the x-axis? Only u. And what is my time? Only t. So time u is how much? 2. Time is how much? 40. So my answer is 80 meter. Everyone, you understand? So easy question. Yes or no?
স্যার বুঝলাম না।
বুঝলি?
না স্যার,
কোন জায়গাটা বুঝিসনি বল?
স্যার ফর্মুলাটা।
কেন? প্রথমে বলেছে দেখ, u is the velocity of the river and v is the velocity of the boat which is perpendicular with respect to the flow. Clear?
হুম।
তার মানে এইভাবে যাচ্ছে, ভার্টিক্যালি যাচ্ছে। এবার বলেছে টাইম টেকেন টু ক্রস দ্য রিভার। তো রিভারকে ক্রস করার জন্য আমাকে উইথ অফ দ্য রিভার দেখতে হবে, 400 দেওয়া আছে।
হুম।
আর ভার্টিক্যাল ভেলোসিটি কত? 10 মিটার।
হ্যাঁ।
এটা আমি তো মানে টু ক্রস দ্য রিভার উই সি দ্য ভার্টিক্যাল না, ঠিক আছে?
হ্যাঁ। হুম।
And the second question, what is the downstream drift? For downstream drift, we have to see the velocity along the horizontal axis. You have only the velocity along the horizontal axis is u, because v is 90 degree. So cos 90 is 0. V cos 90 is 0. So you have only u. Yes or no?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
So because of the flow of the river, you are moving like this. So you are here. So downstream drift is velocity along the horizontal direction, velocity along the horizontal direction, and the time. Velocity along horizontal direction is 2, and the time is 40. That is 80 meter. Clear? Okay. Okay.
ওকে স্যার।
Now I'm giving you a question. You all try this question. Question is, a swimmer wishes to cross a 500 meter wide river. 500 meter wide river means the width of the river is 500 meter. 500 meter wide river flowing at a rate of 5 kilometer per hour. 5 kilometer per hour. This is the velocity of the river. His speed with respect to water is 3 kilometer per hour. His speed with respect to water is 3 kilometer per hour. If his head in a direction making an angle 30 degree with the flow. See, this is the velocity of the swimmer. This is the velocity of the river. Angle is 30 degree. First, what you have to find out, find time taken to cross the river. That is the first question. Second question, find the downstream drift during that time, means this one. Third, what you have to find out, find the shortest time to cross the river. This is the first two, and the third one is shortest time, T minimum. So once they ask you T minimum, that means my theta is 90 degree, then and only then, that means you are moving vertically, then and only then your time is minimum. Fourth question is downstream drift during the T minimum. Find D during T minimum. And number five, they ask you, is there any possibility to reach the opposite shore? Is there any possibility? To reach exactly opposite shore. Try this question. Okay, I'm stopping. See, first of all, this is V, that is 3, and this is the perpendicular. So this perpendicular is V sine 30 degree, and here you have V cos 30 degree. So first of all, number one, we have to find out the time taken to cross the river. I can make it kilometer ko meter ko kilometer, that is 3 V sine 30 degree. So 0.5 kilometer, 3 kilometer per hour by 2, this 2 cancel, kilometer per hour, so kilometer cancel, that is 1/3 hour. 1/3 hour means 20 minutes. Now the second part of the question is find D during that time. So D is U, that is 5 kilometer, plus V, that is 3 kilometer, cos 30, and time is 1/3. So 5 plus 3 sine cos 30 is √3/2 into 1/3. So what we have, 10 plus 3√3, the 3 into 1.73 divided by 6. After calculating all this value, we have how much? 2.53 kilometer approx. 2.53 kilometer approx. Third
Sir,
one,
first is Vita.
huh?
Number one is Vita ki korle.
V 3 kilometer. 3 V, sorry, 3 beta to 3.
Oh, acha.
V sine 30, V is 3. Okay. Now the third question is T minimum. T minimum is 0.5 kilometer by V sine 90 degree. That is 0.5 by 3, 6 hour, that is 10 minutes. Now number 4, at D during that time. So D is velocity along this is 5 kilometer and time is 1/6. So 5/6 kilometer. Now the fifth number question is it possible to reach the exactly opposite shore? Answer is no. Why? Because U is greater than V. If the v is greater than u, then possible. But as the u is greater than v, it is not possible, because my cos theta always minus u by v, and here u must be less than v. In the question, u is greater than v. Clear, everyone?
সেকেন্ডটা আরেকবার বুঝিয়ে দাও না।
এটা
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
আরে ডাউনস্ট্রিম ড্রিফট ভেলোসিটি এদিকে কি কি আছে? এদিকে ভেলোসিটি আছে, একটা হচ্ছে u আর একটা হচ্ছে v cos 30 ডিগ্রি। সেই দুটোকে করলাম, আর এখান থেকে এখানে যেতে যে টাইমটা লেগেছে দ্যাট ইজ সেটা। সো 1/3 করে ক্যালকুলেট করলাম, এটাকে করে এটা আসলো।
স্যার লাস্টেরটা তুমি কি বললে মানে শুনতে পারিনি।
টাইম ইজ 1/6 আওয়ার এলো মিনিমাম টাইম। তাহলে এই মিনিমাম টাইমে দেখ থিটা 90 ডিগ্রি, তাহলে v cos 90 0 হয়ে যাবে, তাহলে শুধু u থাকছে, তো u ইনটু t মিনিমাম। u হচ্ছে 5 কিলোমিটার, t মিনিমাম হচ্ছে 1/6 আওয়ার। সো 5 ইনটু 1/6 ইকুয়ালস টু 5/6 কিলোমিটার। ওকে,
তো মানে নট পসিবল টু ক্রস দি আদার শোর ওইটা।
হ্যাঁ, to cross the to reach exactly opposite shore, condition কি বলছিল? v must be greater than u, but in the question it is given u is greater than v, so exactly opposite shore not possible to reach. আরে বোটের স্পিড রিভারের চেয়ে বেশি হলে then we can reach the opposite shore. এখানে তো river is greater than boat, মানে swimmer। ঠিক है?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Okay, now see, after that, now see, next part of the question is, next question I can give you some question from that book. Arora. Like এখানে একটা question আছে, I'm just trying to read the question and then I'm solve it in my way. Okay, the question is from SL Arora, question number 12, page number 4.11. Although it's a old book, I don't know what is given in the new book. A river 800 meter, and they solve it in their own way, we try it our own way. A river 800 meter wide, a river 800 meter wide, okay, flows at a rate of 5 kilometer per hour. So river flowing at a speed of 5 kilometer per hour. Now a swimmer who can swim at 10 kilometer per hour. So velocity of the river 5 kilometer per hour, velocity of the swimmer 10 kilometer per hour. Okay, in still water, wishes to cross the river straight. Number one, along what direction he must strike? स्विमर का मन हुआ है कि स्विमर यहां से यहां पहुंचेगा, एग्जैक्टली ऑपोजिट शोर। सो ऑब्वियसली स्विमर को ऐसे जाना पड़ेगा। इफ आई एम यूजिंग इट कि लेटर ऑन कि हमने जस्ट किया कि लेट v is the velocity of the swimmer, theta is the angle. If I find out the angle theta, then it's done. So my downstream exactly opposite shore, that means my downstream drift is 0, yes or no? And what is my formula? U plus v cos theta into time, that is equals to 0, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Where time is never 0, so I can write u plus v cos theta is 0, so v cos theta is minus u cos theta minus u by v. U is 5, v is 10, that is 1/2. So if cos theta is minus 1/2, theta is 120 degrees. See, 120 degree means 120 degree means the velocity of the boat is this much. This angle is 120 degree. Yes or no? Yes or no? And the way this SL Arora try this question and solve, they use the angle theta with the vertical. So if they use vertical, so what is the angle? 90 plus 30 is 30 degree. So एक बुक ने जो है बुक ने किया है विद द वर्टिकल, उसको मिला 30 डिग्री. हमने किया विद द हॉरिजॉन्टल, so 90 plus 30 120 degree. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now the second part of the question is what should be his resultant velocity. So देखो, I know as these are the two vector, u is my vector, u is my one vector, and v is my another vector, and I know the angle between them. So I can write the resultant vector magnitude resultant ka, that is u square plus v square plus 2uv cos 120 degree. Yes or no? A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. U is given 5 ka square, v is given 10 ka square. 2 into 5 into 10 cos 120 degrees half. So what you have, 25 plus 100 minus 100 minus this, so minus 50, that is root 75 kilometer per hour. Okay, is it okay?
One minute, sir.
And the third part of the question is how much time he would take. So time taken to cross the river, third one, we know 0.8 kilometer by velocity into sine theta. So 0.8 kilometer velocity is 10 sine, how much? 120 degree. So 0.8 10 sine 120 degrees, how much? Root 3 by 2. So what you have, 1.6 by 10 root 3 hour. Clear, everyone?
So once can you just repeat that? What is the first question? I missed it out.
First question is, in what angle the swimmer or boat, what is there? Swimmer, at what angle the swimmer move so that he reach exactly the opposite shore. So with the river 120 degree. Means if the river is flowing in this direction, he move in this direction with the river 120 degree. Then the resultant is exactly opposite shore. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Done?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Is it okay, everyone?
Done.
Now see, I want to show you two questions, which is from your I want to show you two questions, which is from your motion in one dimension sheet. Question number 67 and question number 68. Same type of question you have 69 and 70. So I show you these two questions. You try these two as a homework. Exactly same type of question. Okay. So let's see question number 67 first. The question is that the position of a particle is given by 3t I minus 2t square j plus 4k. This is the question where where t is in second and the coefficients have their proper units for r be in meter. माने r is in meter, t is in second. इतना कहानी बोलने का क्या जरूरत है? Find velocity and acceleration of the particle. So how you find out the velocity? Very simple. You have to differentiate this with respect to time. So once you differentiate dt by dt I কি করছিস সনিক?
স্যার স্ক্রিনশট নিতে গিয়ে ওটা পড়ে গেছে
কোনো ব্যাপার না, আর পারবি না, এবার কর, দেখ এবার আর পারবি না অ্যানোটেশন করতে। 2 dt square by dt j plus d4 by dt k. Now 3 dt by dt 1 minus 2 into t square. We all know how to differentiate this j, and this one is 0. So my velocity equation is 3I minus 4tj. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now the acceleration. How you find out the acceleration? Differentiation of velocity with respect to time, or double differentiation of position with respect to time. That is d3 by dt I minus 4 dt by dt j. So what you have, 0 minus 4j, that is minus 4j meter per second square. So you have velocity, you have acceleration. Now question, second part of the question is, what is the magnitude and direction of the particle at t equals to 2 seconds? What is the magnitude and direction of the velocity at t equals to 2 seconds? So velocity when my time is 2 seconds is 3I minus 4 into 2j. So what we have, 3I minus 8j. Now what is the magnitude of the velocity? Root under 3 square plus minus 8 square, that is 9 plus 64. কত হয়ে গেল? 64, 67, 64, 65, 73, root under 73. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And how you get the angle? এবার বুঝতে পারছিস why that vector is very very important? বারবার আমি কেন তোদেরকে বলেছিলাম ভেক্টরটাকে করাবো? You get the angle? Yes or no?
Yes.
Next question, question number.
1 minute, sir.
স্যার স্মল আর ডিনোট কিসের জন্য হয় নরমালি?
হ্যাঁ, আর মানে পজিশন,
পজিশনের জন্য।
Okay, sir.
Okay. 68 from the sheet. See, the question is that a particle starts from origin when the time is 0 with a velocity, initial velocity, with a velocity. Time 0 means initial velocity, and that is how much? 10j meter per second, and moves in the xy plane with a constant acceleration, that is 8I plus 2j meter per second square. Number one, at what time is the x coordinate of the particle is 16 meter? Number one, at what time x coordinate of the particle is 16 meter? That is the first question. Second question is, what is the y coordinate of the particle at that time? Number two, what is the y coordinate of the particle at that time? Third question is, at what is the speed of the particle at that time? What is the speed of the particle at that time? These are the questions. So x, that means x-axis, initial velocity is along y-axis you have. So initial velocity along the x-axis is 0, acceleration along x-axis. See, I for the x-axis, that is 8 meter per second square, and displacement is 16 meter. You have to find out the time. Anyone please tell me which formula we use? Tell me. S uxt plus half axt square. Yes or no? Yes or no? ये सब पहले हो गया था. I just show you कि how to solve with the vector same thing. Yes or no? Tell me fast. Hello. अरे कोई तो कुछ बोलो. कृतिका, पारिजात. Anyone
Okay,
please
sir.
respond. So x is 16. তোরা চুপ করে যাস কেন না, আমি বুঝি না. Half ax is 8 and t square, which means 16 is equals to 4 t square. T square is equals to 4. T is equals to 2 seconds. So when you get the 2 second time, during that time, what is your y? So y is uyt plus half ayt square. U is given, uy is given because j means y-axis. 10 into 2, time is 2. You can find out. You find out this ay, that is given 2 into 2 square. So what you have? 20 plus 4, that is 24 meter. So once you get these two, now you have to find out the velocity. We know the velocity formula is u plus at. Initial velocity is 10j. Acceleration is 8I plus 2j, and the time you find out 2. So 10j plus 16I plus 4j, which is 16I plus 14j. So what is your magnitude? Magnitude is root under 16 का square, root under 14 का square, 256. इसका कितना होगा रे? 14 का square कितना होता है? 196 ना? कितना हो जाएगा? 6 6 12 9 10 452 ना? Third per second. And if you want to find out the angle, tan inverse 14 by 16, that is tan inverse 7 by 8. Yes or no? Again, don't confuse. This is a tick. Okay. Everyone, is it okay?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So I'm stopping.